Good morning and welcome to the Queen's Club for the 2025 British Open. An early start here on this frosty Thursday morning in West London. My name is Ben Gatenbeek. I'm being joined today by Benedict Yorston. How are you doing, Benedict?
Morning, Ben. I'm doing very well. Excited for women's semi-final day.
So we had 8 matches yesterday, the 4 women's quarterfinals and the 4 first-round doubles matches. Did you catch any of those, Ben?
I did indeed. Some rather excellent matches, some excellent doubles fixtures as well, and a couple of tight matches in the women's first round as well.
So in front of us we have the second and third seeds in this tournament, T&RA Lumley and Georgie Willis. I think you and Georgie go back a bit to your days in Oxford.
This is very true. Yeah, and we played alongside each other in multiple varsity matches, where Georgie has had a lot of success playing as the Oxford #1 for a number of years, and this is looking like the closer of the 2 semi-finals, certainly based on handicap. Both players coming through in straight sets from their respective matches. T&RA against Alexandra Bryant 6-5, 6-1, and Georgie coming through against Alex Garside as opposed to Jess, who's in the top half of the draw, 6-love, 6-4. So both players warmed up, both players very used to the East Court here at Queen's Club, both playing out of here as well. So hopefully they'll both get off to a flyer and we'll be in for a great game.
I have to say, both players looked a little bit rusty yesterday, I thought.
Well, hopefully they've brushed off the cobwebs a little bit. Neither player travelling to Paris for the French Open in September.
No, Georgie's been spending 6 months in Spain, flying back specifically for this tournament.
That would put a slight stopper to real tennis training, because we
yes.
do not yet have many Barcelona or Madrid's real tennis clubs.
I think it's a prime market there with all the paddle players. If you open the club there, and
it would certainly make more sense in Scotland to have an open air court if you were going to have it anywhere in the world. Barcelona would probably make a bit more sense.
Yeah, and T&RA yesterday went 5-all with Alexandra Bryant, which was a great performance by Alexandra, really pushing T&RA. I think she struggled to find her length a little bit, and once she did, then it was a bit more plain sailing in the second set.
Great to come out and push. We had a few 6-5s yesterday. We had Henry Hemman as well pushing Nick Howell, actually the opposite way around, kind of having a slightly less tight first couple of sets and then a close effort in the third set, and some back and forth in the doubles too.
But today is a new day, a new match in front of us. Slate wiped clean. So let's have a look at the players. Georgie Willis, aged 27, playing at Queen's but with a court adjustment 2.5 against.
So that's an interesting one for a home court player.
Yeah. I would imagine that her home court adjustment is probably skewed by a bit of an Oxford home court advantage that she's built up over the years. Just means that she probably in that stat has a few away matches at Queen's before she came down here and became a member down here. Played the Bathurst Cup. Both of these women represented Great Britain at the last 2 Bathurst Cups. Firstly at Lord's, and then in Australia at Melbourne.
Hopefully both looking ahead to April and the Bathurst in Paris.
Yeah, I mean, I think this will be the furthest Georgie's gone in an Open tournament. Not that she's played all that many. The times that she played down at when the Open was in Seacourt was when she was back up at a 39-40 handicap level, not now down at a 30 handicap.
You can see here a rematch of their Australian Open quarterfinal back in 2024. Going the way of T&RA at that time. Georgie will be hoping to reverse that trend.
That was a very stacked Aussie Open because it came straight after the Bathurst. played down in Hobart. Yeah, so patchy record. Okay, so two previous semi-finals that she's lost in 2023 and 2022. So hoping to push past that this year. Having a look now at Tara Lumley, age 31. Ladies World Ranking number 3 behind Claire Fay and Leah van der Zwalmen. That's a bit more of a healthy home court adjustment as well.
That's perhaps a little close to what you might expect for a home court player, presumably being a home court here at Queen's a little bit longer than Georgie. So she'll be hoping to try and use that a little bit to her advantage. Down at a 23 handicap. Sporting a brace on the right knee. Do you know if that's a regular?
If I recall correctly, she had that on during the World Championships at Newport.
Hopefully preventative rather than anything else. We can see here playing the Bathurst as well alongside Georgie. And some excellent results against Saskia Bollerman and Jess Garside this year. A slightly one-sided loss to Leah van der Zwalmen in the World Championship semi-final in Newport. She'll be looking to try and reach a British Open final here and once again take on one of Claire Fay or Jess Garside. So never played each other here at Queen's then, so a first time match-up on their home courts.
Yeah, surprising they've not played in a Queen's Club women's final, which would be the other time that they'd be at all likely to play here.
Well, there's a definite trend there in terms of the tightness of the matches, because Georgie's managed to improve on every single performance there, getting more games, hasn't yet got a set, so she'll be looking to right that wrong with the first set here today, with Tara to serve.
Oh, it's a semi-final match of the Ladies 2025 British Open.
As Neil McKenzie announces the players.
3 sets. The receivers are the number 3 seed, Georgie Willis. And on the service side, number 2 seed, Tara Lumley. First set, level.
Marker today will be Neil McKenzie from the Queen's Club.
Love. That's messed up. 15 all. Chase. No, straight. 30-15.
Willis getting the better of these opening exchanges.
Nice. 30-14. Oh. First game.
So first game goes to Georgie Willis. I think Lumley's not quite found her lengths, as was the case in the quarterfinal yesterday.
Ooh, 15 love. Jake's worse than 2 yards.
Tara showing a bit of serving variety. We've had a cut sidewall, bobble, demi-piqué, and now looking at the railroad. Should be trying to find something to tie Georgie down at that receiver's end.
It's a good railroad.
Yeah, that's more the length that she's hoping for. But previous one, just a little bit long.
30-15.
And the first target of the morning.
Western 2 twice, 30-15.
Yeah, so Tara really struggled to find the length of that serve. She said one or two where she would have preferred it, but a lot onto that back wall, onto that back penthouse. Just all a bit too easy for Georgie in the opening stanzas.
30-15 receiver.
Yeah, she'd definitely be hoping
Takes
to
worse than
try and
2 yards.
dial it into either be a fault or perfect, rather than drifting on.
Lost. 30 all, worse than 2. Fault. Lost. 40-30. Game.
Has well adjusted from Georgie from the high ball on the back wall, and some tight serving to win on both chases means she takes a 2-love lead in this first set.
Worse than 2. Stop. No stroke.
Excellent change of direction there from Tara, setting it back down to the forehand corner. Gets chased worse than 2 for her efforts.
Chase better than 5, 2 chases.
Benedict, what do you make of Georgie's upside down grip on a drag serve?
Well, it's interesting because, I mean, certainly I would say that the most common reason that the players often cite for doing an upside down grip on a serve is because they're actually almost trying to preserve their strings, which is especially if you're trying to rip a lot of card on the ball. You can preserve the strings a bit longer by flipping it, but her drag's almost not a very, it's not a very spinny one, it's kind of more placement. Well played, good length from Georgie, but yeah, I'd be interested to hear what her thought process is behind that.
I've always found her sidewall serve and her backhand to be very rackets.
Just drifting out of court. Would you say that's a positive thing or a negative thing then?
I mean, she executes it very well.
That's the sort of pattern that Tara be looking for, kind of a good length of serve, getting the easy-ish ball in her backhand, finding the main timbre. That's unfortunate. It was a good rally with some excellent backhand drive volleys from both players.
Yeah, Tara undone by that ball off the back penthouse.
That's a great shot. Both players very much finding their groove now. Tara with an excellent pick up out of the forehand corner. but relentless length from Georgie, and she gets another excellent chase. We've had a lot of very good chases so far this match.
I wonder if Tara's movement is just a little bit limited or down on what it might normally be, because yesterday and today she's not really thrown herself into the deep into the corners as she otherwise may have done.
40-30 receiver, worse than 1 yard.
This time last year. When Georgie's been able to get that ball away deep into that backhand or deep into that forehand corner, Tara hasn't really tried to chase it down, just let it go for the short chase.
Lost it. Juice.
Yeah, that's a good length of drag there from Georgie.
Oh.
Benedict has the third most varied server in the modern game. What are you looking for in a good drag?
Well, that's a good start towards the end from Tara. I'm intrigued to hear who 1 and 2 are, first of all.
Chris Ronaldson and Nina Marola.
One ball.
What makes a good drag is the question.
That's messed up.
Well, I think there are slightly different types of drag. Interestingly, Georgie is hitting almost kind of under the ball with like a little bit of cut. So it's not going to spin back towards the battery wall, but it's going to try and stay quite short. It's not going to bounce up too much off the ground. She's going to try and have Tara playing kind of a ground stroke, not an aggressive force or cut volley. Whereas for me, I hit a kind of inside backhand drag, and the moment it's spinning back into that battery wall, that's what I'm looking for.
Better than half a yard.
Especially on players that are going to back off on the return of serve. They're not going to step in and slap a aggressive volley. They're more likely to take it off the back or off the floor. Then it's just pinning them back and getting a hopefully easier return to deal with. Partly because they're playing a slightly more defensive shot, but also they're just playing it from further back in the court, which is even the same shot. The difference of 1 metre or 2 metres as to where they take the return can give you an extra half a second at the service end. So it's trying to get 1 or 2 bounces on the ledge, spinning back into that battery wall, and hopefully get the odds winning gallery serve for the highlight reel.
Better than half a yard the chase. This for 3-love to Georgie.
Not too far away, but it does drift onto the penthouse, and we're back to juice again in this game. 4th juice so far.
That's that ball there for Tara. She's just looked a little bit slow off the mark. Again, just makes me a little bit worried for her going deeper into the tournament. Lost a racket.
And yeah, I see what you mean. I think a little bit on that movement as well, back into the centre. Obviously difficult when you're moving backwards to try and take the ball. But just reaching for a little bit, not quite managing to get in a strong position to play the volley.
So 3-love now to Willis.
It's more than worse in the last gallery.
Tara in a bit of trouble here, 3-love down.
Well, we saw from the head-to-head between these two that Georgie's not actually taken a set off Tara in a competition match before, but she's got an excellent chance to do it here. She's 3-love up. She's got 2 chases, one with a slight slice of luck off the bando, but she'll be looking to lead out to a 4-love lead here. Tom Corunt in the chat, a good drag is one that goes off the house into winning gallery. No, that is very, very true, and I'd love to be able to do that every single time, rather than 1 in 1,000.
15 love, chase worse than 5, pull up please. Worse than 5. Second serve.
Unfortunate there, slightly short bobble, but Tara finds the net and it's 30-love Georgie, 2 points from a 4-love lead. Yeah, that's a much better volley there from Tara, getting it down, bouncing around last gallery.
15-30.
Not allowing Georgie to hit a volley in return. Gets the racket error. 15-30, big point here.
Oh, well in from Tara off the tambo. Backhand drive at the dead on.
Excellent strike. And follows it up with another excellent backhand volley, getting it right onto the floor. Really good chase at 30 all.
Oh, edge.
Oh, that's so close.
Well marked.
Georgie's going to be sceptical of that, but good call.
40-31.
There's that racket's backhand again.
The number 2 seed finding her groove there. We've got a driven dead on, an excellent backhand volley to get the chase. A couple of errors drawn from Georgie. And she has an excellent chance from 30-love down to get herself on the scoreboard with the game. There's an open stance on the rackets-esque backhand, as you say. Plenty of potential for power, but also a little bit more error-prone, perhaps. There you go, that excellent controlled volley there.
Lost the chase game.
That is really well played from Tara. Excellent pickup in the backhand corner.
1-3 first set.
Georgie loses the chase and we're 1-3.
She can't quite believe that.
15 love.
Frozen in frustration after that shot. Did everything right up until the finish.
And court.
That's more like it.
15 all.
Finds the main ball tambo.
Out court. 30-15.
Out of court, green bar getting a bit of use. Tara not going to miss an opportunity like that to take the grill.
30 all.
Slowly starting to work her way into this match. again, back-to-back from Tara Lumley.
Nice point.
Almost 3 and 3 there. I was at that last point.
2-3.
It was the first time Tara sort of got that cut sidewall at the perfect length, just nicking the edge of the penthouse, making it much more difficult for Georgie to play an aggressive return. It's more like it again.
15 love. That's 15 all.
Just turn to find a dead on down the line off the backhand. No shortage of openings in these last few games. And another one.
30-15. Chase, Western 2. 30-15.
Tara just cannot miss that grill at the moment, and she brings up 40-15. Big chance to get back to parity on the game score here.
5 grills in about 5 minutes. Or something like that. It's quite impressive, the target hitting.
Pretty much dead centre on every single one of them as well.
It's not been that she's been hitting hard at them or trying to really force the ball in there. It's just been pure accuracy. Georgie just not able to defend it.
40-15 receiving.
It's a difficult ball to try and
2 yards.
get a racket on. You kind of sit there hoping it's going to clip the tambour wall or go low, or this to bring it back to 3-all.
Lost it. 30-40. Game. 3 games all. First
Takes
set.
it with the aggressive return, and Tara has pulled it back from 3-love down to 3-all.
Shot 15 love.
The reverse grip on the under-on twist as well here from Georgie.
She does it on most of her serves.
That's well held
3
from
and
Tara.
4. 15 love.
I think with the defending the grill, obviously it's something in doubles you can do quite effectively. In singles, especially if it's coming from the forehand side, it's not often a failure to defend the grill, but it's the previous shot that's lost you the point.
Worse than second, 2 chases.
Noticeably more aggressive, certainly pace-wise, from the receiving end from Tara in those last couple of points. As you said, she's placing it very nicely from the service end, but from the receiving end, a couple of aggressive balls sort of towards Georgie's feet, down the line as well, drawing racket errors and chases, so quite effective increase in pace there. Guess we've had a few more viewers join the streaming, so do let us know which way you think this match is going. Is Georgie going to win a first set against Tara Lumley, or is the number 2 seed going to come out on top here?
Goal.
That's a fantastic backhand. Just missing the tambour, so hard to deal with there.
She's really warmed up into that stroke over the course of the match. First few games it was causing her difficulties, but as you see there, so strong onto that tambour.
30-15.
That time Georgie playing for the miss, perhaps with the last point still playing in her mind, but this time it takes the timbre and Tara takes the point. Yeah, that drag just drifting a little bit too high up onto the penthouse, coming out into the middle of the court. Georgie gets the chance to attack it.
40-30. Juice. Advantage server.
Georgie's just going to have to be careful to stay in the match at hand and not get too flustered by the fact that Tara is just about to have gained a lead in the match.
Juice.
Fantastic control backhand volley there from Tara. She's looking really, really solid with that two-handed volley from both ends at the moment. She's found grills and dead-ons from it.
Second gallery.
Much needed chase for Georgie.
It was well played by her actually, because she's had a couple of arguably easier returns that have either found the net or gone a bit long. But off quite a good serve there from Tara. She's just managed to find the second gallery. And especially with the onslaught of grills that's happened in the last couple of games, she does really need to be down this service end. She'll need to find a serve that can
advantage receiver.
Prevent the aggressive returns from Tara.
Gallery.
Here we go, second gallery. That's the drag. That's great awareness from Tara. You saw Georgie move up to the last gallery because that was open to win the chase. Tara slips it to the forehand corner.
Okay, better than 5.
So Lumley now with the lead in the match, 4-3 up, having taken the last 4 games.
That's well played, and you can just notice the difference there with the tight serve, that she really found the edge of the penthouse there. Tara not able to attack it as much. That one's a little bit wider.
Dirty love.
Georgie really got away with that one there off the ball, flipping over the net cord.
Better than 5.
Finds her first goal of the match. Points to level up at 4-all. Could be in for a thrilling finish to this set.
Forty love. Receiver leads better than 5 yards.
Better than 5 for 4-all.
Game 4 games all.
Again, well held from Georgie there. Threatening to go down the backhand side. And very late showed the forehand. 4-all now.
Yeah, that's great tennis from both players. Good defence of the tamper from Georgie, but just giving Tara another bite of the apple. And she finds her 7th grill of the match in just this first set alone.
thing with the high grill count,
15 all.
not only is demonstrative of your target hitting ability, but also your control of the service end. You've got to be at the service end for long enough to be able to rack up those grill counts.
Absolutely, you've got to be at the service end and also getting the pattern of rally that gives you the chance to attack the grill, especially from this forehand corner.
(40-15) Chase, the second
Frustration
gallery.
from T&RA again there. She's done all the hard work. She's stayed in the rally. She's got those balls out of the backhand corner. Worked really hard to get that opportunity to attack the grill and the timbre again. It's just an unforced error that she won't be too pleased with. So finally poised here in this first set. We had a bit of swings of momentum. We had Georgie go 3 love up. We had T&RA go 4 games on the trot to go 4-3 up. Georgie now back to level on games and a chance of 5-4. Second gallery chase.
Oh. (30-40) Better than 2 yards, 30-40.
Both players have really well utilised that disguise, looking to go into the backhand corner and then just sliding it down to the forehand. Georgie wrong-footed there, and it's another excellent chase. So still game point Georgie, but it's a better than 2 chase to contend with from the receiving end.
Comment in from Gordon Tanner. Ronaldson called that one in a blue moon in a cut above the rest, referring to the drag into the winning gallery.
40-30.
I think it's once in a blue moon when most of us do it. I think when Chris does it, it's about once in every 3.
Lost it. Juice.
Well judged from T&RA, and we are back to juice at 4-all. That's well played from T&RA. She was slightly wrong-footed by Georgie, but the ball was just long enough that she could get back into the forehand corner, find the timbre. And finds the winner down the line. What did you think of that serve, Ben?
5 games to 4.
Gotta be honest, I don't recall it.
The marker is, of course, always right. I was just thinking it looked a teeny bit close to the edge of the penthouse.
In any case, 5-4 to Lumley.
Better than half a yard.
That's a fantastic shot from Georgie because it was a pretty perfect drag, staying low. And she's put it to better than half a yard on the floor.
Love.
2 points away for T&RA Lumley to take this first set of the British Open Women's semi-final.
And she brings up 3 set points. Another excellent serve that she's really found her range on that drag in the last few points there. Takes a 40-love lead into the receiving end. First of those is going to be a tricky one to contend with. She's got better than half a yard to try and beat. but she'll still have 2 set points even if she doesn't find the dead on.
Forty love receiver leads, chase better than half a yard. Lost it 15-40.
Georgie lets the first set point go by. No need to touch that. Second set points.
Stop. 30-40.
Defended with a missed timbre. Third set point here.
Well,
Both players really finding the edge of that penthouse or just missing out on the drags.
West in the last gallery.
I think Georgie perhaps thinking that one might take the sidewall and come out into the middle of the court. Instead goes quite straight on. So West in the last gallery.
Another comment in from Gordon Tanner. Nigel Pendry used to regularly railroad into winning gallery and even hit one into winning gallery without a ball hitting the floor.
Is that off a railroad without hitting the floor?
Off a railroad, yes.
Spinning off the bando.
I guess so, yeah.
I'd love to see footage of that. That's
in any
case, I
case,
don't think I've ever seen.
Set point, worse than last.
Oh. Juice.
So 3 set points saved by Georgie Willis. Back to Juice.
Digs out a good serve there, and Tara did have a chance, but it stayed frustratingly close to that back wall.
Western 3, Juice.
Do you like the pace at which Georgie's attacking that return of serve?
I think it's something both players have actually started to do kind of over the course of the set, is especially with perhaps some balls staying a little bit low, especially out of the corners, a little bit of extra pace. It's been drawing reasonably good chases, been drawing a few racket errors, so from the receiving end both players looking to try and drive it back to the server. Georgie gets back down the service end. She's got a worse than 3 chase and a hazard better than 2.
No pass. Juice chase worse than 3.
Less than 3.
Advantage. Advantage receiver has
Georgie does play at that one, and it's a stroke to Tara. Set point number 4, hazard better than 2.
That is game and the first set.
And she wins it, and the first set. 6 games 4 from Tara Lumley. A really fast start from Georgie Willis to go 3 love up, but the number 2 seed reeled her in and takes the first set.
Better than 4.
And after a few staying low out of that corner, that one's popped out to better than 4.
Love.
That was a really nice serve there from Georgie. Tara looking to attack it, but it's always tricky when it's that close to the battery wall.
Again, I like the pace though.
Better than second, 2 chases. And some balls please while we're at it.
It's certainly the tactic to knock out a good drag from a server's repertoire, which is if you let something that's looking that good, that tight, go to the back wall, you're going to struggle to attack it much, but if you can step in and hit the aggressive volley, it can be very effective, but it's obviously hard to keep it down. That one there, floating high, but running Here we go, some stats from the first set there. You can see T&RA dominating on the targets count, 2 dead-ons, 7 grills, and 57% serves won. Interestingly, Georgie actually winning more points than T&RA percentage-wise from the serving end, but T&RA serving 58 to 36, so that's really the difference there. 19% chases laid from Georgie, so somehow or other she's got to find a way to just get down that service end a little bit quicker from the receiver's end.
The 2 stats that stand out for me is those 7 grills from T&RA. That's what really kick-started her set, but also the average chase length from both players really deep on the floor. Normally you'd expect that stat to be around about last gallery.
Indeed. It perhaps suggests that Georgie could look to try and play just a couple more quick galleries, get down the service end as quickly as possible. Well played from Georgie, excellent length into the backhand corner, and then that one sailing into the dead-on. Effective rackets backhand there.
The thing about that backhand is it's low and flat.
It's well played from T&RA. Really like the aggressive volley off the penthouse. I think as much as left-handers do it a lot of right-handers let that ball bounce, but you can really attack it off the double-handed volley.
I think that's one of the shots where, especially having the double-hander on the volley, is much more of a strength than the single-hander. I think the single-hander is a lot weaker on that particular shot.
Yeah, that's well played, and Georgie does take the gallery this time. It's last gallery. I think that's a really good choice for her from there. T&RA's retrieving, looking really solid, so the quicker she can find a chase and put her under some more pressure from the service end, the better.
Quality real tennis, that.
As you say, with the double hander off the penthouse, it can be very effective. We saw Mr. Lumley, the #1 seed on the men's draw, using it to great effect against Claire Fay, the #1 seed in the women's draw.
40-15 server leads, let chase the last gallery.
Oh, that's a fantastic pickup from Georgie. It was arguably T&RA's best cut volley into the final corner so far, and Georgie's got underneath it and then found a winner.
1 game to love to Georgie in this second set.
Chase better than 2.
Couldn't get underneath that one though, and T&RA sets the chase early in the game.
Worse than last 2 chases.
Yeah, it can just be very demoralising from the service end. Georgie's done very well to get down here and then win that first game, which is important. But T&RA's then very businesslike, just taken 2 chases very efficiently. Better than 2, worse than last gallery. Should have liked better than last. She could keep the ball just a tiny bit lower, but it's still 2 very defendable chases and straight back down the service end.
No stroke. Chase better than 2 yards. Better than 2.
Oh, that's a fantastic serve.
15 love, worse than the last gallery. time.
That's
Perfect
what
length.
we're looking for in a good drag, Gordon.
Worse than last.
Or
Perfect
Tom,
length.
rather.
Not too high on the penthouse. Not too often you see aces in real tennis.
I think it depends what level of real tennis you're watching, Ben.
15 all. Okay, it's nearly a yard worse than the last gallery. 15 all. Oh. Thirty, 15.
Oh, that's such a good rally.
Two chases.
Both players retrieving fantastically, both having chances to attack. Georgie coming out on top in the end with a fantastic shot to the forehand corner.
So Benedict, this is the first year in 36 years we've had the women at Queen's. What have you made of it so far?
It's been fantastic. I mean, I think we've had a couple of kind of straightforward wins for the seeds, but we also had the first sort of
30,
battle,
15,
I would say, between
It's
Garside
nearly
and
yard
Tan
worse
in
than
the
the
first
last
round
gallery.
yesterday, and it's just fantastic to see a really good draw, really high quality draw, and two really good semi-finals hopefully.
One hit, lovely shot. 30 all, chase better than 3.
So it was a big benefit of having the two courts.
Chase off, better than 3.
Chase off there, but we're having having the two courts makes it possible to have a big men's draw, a big women's draw, and still fit it all in to one tournament, which is fantastic.
Less than 5.
Got to go behind the back there, Georgie.
I don't think I've ever seen her hit it behind the back before. Watched her a lot at varsity matches past from the light blue section.
Grace Beglin is a little
Less than 5.
more oriented towards the flare trick shots than Georgie.
Grace Beglin now the Oxford captain, #1 seed, is that correct?
Indeed.
Big news varsity wise is that Bertie Vallet has joined Oxford, so Oxford should win the next 4.
Well, as long as he's got his bananas when he plays his match.
40, 30 receiver, chase worse than 5.
Oh, that's good tennis. It was a good return from Georgie. T&RA moving across well. Blocking it straight back at the timbre. Back to Juice.
Advantage, receiver.
Wry smile from T&RA perhaps, because of the quality of the serve, hoping for an easier return, but Georgie did well there.
Oh.
And again the main ball timbre. Brings back to the second juice of the game. Intriguing battles here at the start of the second set.
better than the second gallery. Juice.
I think Tara had everything covered other than edge of bando there.
Advantage Chase. Better than the second gallery.
Gordon Tanner confirming that Rob Fay saw the Pendry railroad into winning gallery without hitting the floor. Rather an effective shot there. I'm not sure how you would defend against it. So once I've learned how to hit a normal railroad, I'll get practicing on the winning gallery off the back wall. You ever hit a winning gallery serve, Ben?
Not even close. My railroad, I've only just been able to get to spin.
Service advantage.
I still think there's got to be a high serve
second
bouncing into the
gallery.
grill that someone will one day master at Paris.
Juice.
Georgie completely done all ends up in that return. Big swing and a miss.
Nice. Worse than the last gallery. Juice.
Once again, Tara aggressively hitting into the corner, getting the chase. Straight back down this end again.
Advantage. One chase.
What do you think Georgie could be looking to do to try and neutralise the Tara return at the moment?
To neutralise the Tara return, or the Tara serve?
I'd say the Tara return, just because I think that's actually the most important thing, is to try and stop the rapid changes of ends once Tara's down the receiving end.
On it. Juice.
I mean, in general, I think that her forehand's just been a little bit high. Needs to get that forehand a little bit lower, past that low part of the net. A few too much on the high back wall, or up there, scooped up onto the high penthouse.
Advantage server.
Her backhand's been really good at keeping low, but her forehand has just been a little bit loopy today.
Last gallery advantage.
Interestingly, Tara's ball, I've noticed today, is she actually serves it from the left-hand side of the centre court line, which you don't see too often. Often players are up just to the right-hand side ahead of second gallery, or even, especially with left-handers, getting a lot wider out, almost towards the main wall. So that bobble will come in a little bit straighter, a little bit flatter into Georgie's forehand.
Advantage receiver. Chase the last gallery.
So last gallery of the chase here, chance for Lumley to level up at 1-all.
Won it. That's game. One game.
And she
all,
does
second
so with a
set.
well-placed shot at a good length into the forehand corner. We are 1-all in the second set.
Love.
That cut sidewall just finding the penthouse before the wall. Just Tara the chance to attack it.
Better than 5. 15 love.
Again, I like those harder hit shots in this game. I think taking time out of your opponent is going to be key.
Yeah, I mean, you can really see it from the receiving end that Tara's just putting that little bit extra on it, and it's just very effectively getting her chases efficiently and also with a good length into that forehand corner.
Yeah, hitting a hand doesn't mean smacking it on the back wall, but it just with that extra little bit of juice just to really take time out of your opponent, really put them under pressure. I think earlier on in the match it was all just a little bit soft and gentle and floaty and just trying to hit purely for length as opposed to the combination of length and
15
speed.
love. Chase better than 5.
Both these girls more than capable of hitting that as well.
Tara finds her
30 love.
first grill
All
of the
love,
second set,
Georgie.
takes her count to 8.
30 love. Chase 1 and 2.
Chase 1 and 2, good chance to try and stretch out a lead here in the second.
1 ball. Lost it, felt better than 3. 40 love.
I think Tara's got a sense of purpose about her now.
1 ball.
Where she picked up the ball and just started strutting back to her serving position.
Better than 3.
That's a good shot from Georgie, but yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think she's got a pretty clear plan at this point, which is from the receiving end. She's going to drive it solidly into the corners, try and get a chase as soon as possible. From the service end, she's found her range on the drag in particular. It's either very good or a fault, and she's then got a very solid bobble to follow it up. And if she keeps peppering that timbre area, she knows she's going to get a grill or she's going to get a misread on the timbre after 2 or 3 shots.
40
So
love receiver leads, Chase
a clear
better
path
than
to
3.
winning for her, and Georgie's got to try and contend with that. Better than 3 here.
15-40.
Tara not so happy with that one.
Ooh, 30.
I do like the intent though. I think the intent's really good, really positive.
Game receiver.
Looked like
2
Georgie
games
just
to
caught a
1.
little bit in 2 minds there. Almost backed off as if to take it off the floor and then decided to
2-1.
step in and take the volley. I think it probably was the right choice, but execution not quite there.
That's a nice ball.
Oh, that's fantastic tennis from both players. Georgie there, just slightly, bit of disguise on that last ball, popping it gently inside the timbre, finds the winner.
It's finding back wall first as well. Tara playing for the sidewall first.
30 love.
Georgie just targeting under that winning gallery a couple of times in the last couple of points, which is just making Tara move a little bit more.
Oh.
She can't play for the timbre quite so much. Nice mix up.
Go. 15-13. So, 40-15.
Chance for Georgie to get back into this set.
Bolt edge.
That's unlucky from Georgie.
30-40.
Good defence off the timbre from Tara there.
She'll get another go now though. Still a point to level up at 2-all.
And and she takes it, and that's the game.
Game.
That is
Two
2
games
games,
all.
and I think that has been actually by far Georgie's most effective serve, is where she's gone for the sidewall and managed to find it. Without the extra bounce on the penthouse that just drags it out a little bit slower into the middle of the court. Fine margins.
Second gallery, 15 love.
It's just taken a little bit of an extra bounce off that penthouse.
It has, it's just caught the sidewall, comes down almost like an excellent cut sidewall serve, and I think Georgie would be a little bit annoyed with herself there because she had a few chances to put the ball away, but some good anticipation from Tara in the forehand corner, some good retrieving out of the backhand. Gets a little slice of luck at the end there. Gets rather good chase out of it.
I've got a question for you, Benedict. In real tennis, is there too much of a stigma against first serve faults?
I think so. I mean, I very much come from the Ronaldson camp of perfect or a fault. Not that I managed to execute it, but that's certainly what I think a first serve should be. I think if you've got a solid second serve, whether it's a good length bobble or a demi-piqué that's landing, that's just missing the bando, then why would you not go for a great first serve that's either a fault
Serve
or
leads, chase the second
perfect.
gallery.
That's a good shot from Tara. I kind of wonder whether sometimes it's because when you're training,
Worse than 1 yard.
you know, you want to get the ball into play, you want to get into some points quite quickly, so you're not so inclined to serve something that might have a high fault rate. You want to get the ball in.
Lost it. 40 love.
But in a match, perfect or fault, that's what you want.
Court, nice point, 15, 40.
It's good ball striking there from Georgie, looking very solid on the backhand volley. Hitting with intent.
15, 40. Great serve. Game
Fantastic drag
server.
serve there. Tara finding another ace
2 times.
off a perfect length drag. She takes the lead in the second set, 3 games to 2, and just 3 games away from a spot in a British Open final.
Oh. $15 love.
Good play from Tara. I think it perhaps might be a slight side effect of the racket's backhand, but Georgie hitting very solidly, but it's all into that forehand corner for Tara.
Oh.
Maybe coming down the line and not going to be able to get across into Tara's backhand.
And it just means that when Tara is scraping it up out of that forehand corner, what could be an easy ball turns quite awkward because it can just catch the timber or even drift into the grill.
All.
I think you see it again there, which is that Georgie should have had a chance to attack, and perhaps that just needs to go into the backhand corner because off the forehand, Tara's found another grill. Oh, that was unlucky. Tara did so well there to cover the bando edge of dead on that Georgie hit. But we are back to deuce, which is a significant game in the shape of the second set.
Georgie would love one of these next 2 points to be a chase.
Once again, ball into the forehand. Tara dispatches it and puts herself into double figures on the grill count. Yeah, it's good striking from Georgie. Find herself up in the hazards. Kept a cool head. Back to deuce.
Advantage server.
She just gets tied up a little bit by that serve. This time
Snuck
it
in,
does
didn't it?
sneak into the dead on, yeah.
Not sure she was particularly aiming for that shot, but she'll take it nonetheless.
As you say, she could really do with a chase here. Will she look for one? She does, and she gets it, and you just see beforehand, she just finds it a lot more easy to put it into that backhand corner. That's very well played from Tara there.
Advantage 1
Just don't think she's getting that forehand shot off the back penthouse into the galleries nearly often enough, Georgie. Too keen to try and hit deep into the court and win chases on the floor, but just accepting defeat, taking the gallery chase, getting down the service end where she has been looking stronger.
I totally agree. I think a lot of players could hit a few more galleries. There's some societal pressure on
Advantage
that. I think
receiver.
players feel that they want to try and ping a dead on or cut it to half a yard rather than just slide it into last gallery.
Every time I have that 10-minute mark with Chris Ronaldson and do anything else, he's like, what other option have you got? Just hit the galleries.
Well, you've got a main wall dead on into the top corner, surely.
Yeah, he didn't rate it. He said just hit the galleries. Almost had it picked up.
So I always have it on the second bite of the cherry, yeah. But
yeah, so
Georgie's.
Every time I do anything different now, I've got Chris Ronaldson's voice in the back of my head going, "Why don't you just hit a gallery?"
Chase, worse than 2.
Don't want to let him down.
Deuce. Worse than 3, 2 chases.
That's a really good shot with intent there from Tara. But there's also, I think, a little bit of a side effect of the fact that even though she lost one of the previous points, she was really targeting that backhand corner repeatedly over and over again. And what that means is not only is it a tricky shot in and of itself for Georgie to get back, but it means if she moves a little bit further towards that backhand corner, she can't gamble, and that just leaves the forehand a little bit more open. Whereas I think when Georgie's been targeting the forehand, Tara's able to camp out there a little bit and pick everything up because there's not that danger of the backhand. Worse than 2.
Lost it 2 and 3. Advantage server.
Might need a replay on that one. That looked a bit tight.
Juice.
Replay system needs a reboot.
That's really good movement there from Tara. I thought it was actually a really good bit of defence from Georgie, getting it back into the main wall across the backhand side, but Tara's moved up really well to find a winner there. And we are to our 6th juice of this game, and the longer it goes on, the more perhaps importance we can place on it in the second set. That's a great shot from Georgie. I think, as you say, she's not put that forehand into the backhand corner quite enough, but very effectively getting a chase 3 there.
Advantage chase 3.
Just a little bit central on that ball that she's played from quite high up the court there. Allows Georgie to pop into the corner. And she's got a chance to get back to 3-all here then.
Good.
Yeah, 3 would make this set interesting and keep this match alive. 4-2, and it's Tara's to lose.
Advantage. Server chase 3.
What did Georgie just ask you?
Georgie's just asking how many juices we've had in this game so far.
Game server, 3 games
But
all.
she does
Second
take the
set
game in the
3-all.
end. So we are back to 3-all, and this second set very, very much alive here.
Base worse than 3.
That last point's one statistic that popped up just
Double.
shows how well Georgie's been attacking this match. She is the underdog on paper on handicap.
Chase
Has
2
been
and 3.
going
2
toe to toe
chases.
with Tara Lumley, the world number 3.
Indeed, that was a big game to win as well, because she was potentially looking at a set down, 4-2 down, but a world of difference getting it back to 3-all, and as you say, only a couple of points behind Tara across the course of the match. Very much still in this. Never taken a set off Tara Lumley before. Should be hoping to do so in the next 15-20 minutes or so. Although it might be more like half an hour if there's many more games with 7 juices.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we could be on a schedule breaker right at the start of the day. Starting at 9 o'clock, not scheduled to finish until
Double
roughly
worse than
8 p.m.
3.
tonight. So a long old day here at the Queen's Club.
Out of court.
6 matches to get through. 2 women's semis
Chase
and
2 and 3.
4 open quarters.
Lost it. 30 love.
Well judged there from T&RA. That chase 2 and 3 just falling about 3 and 4.
$40 love.
It's unlucky from Georgie off some really quite excellent defence off the grill. So it's 40 love T&RA.
Second gallery, 40 love.
Shake of the head from Georgie, perhaps about the previous point, because I think that was quite a good decision there. Take the second gallery, get down the service end.
Yeah, she's been looking for the galleries a little bit more as this set's gone on. Didn't really look for them at all in the first set.
Next. 40 love. The second gallery. Game receiver.
So after the long cheese game
three,
that went the way of Willis, Lumley breaks back to love, maintains her lead in this second set.
Again, you just see the difference when that cut sideball just catches the penthouse before the sidewall. It just makes it a little bit slower, pops out, gives T&RA the angle to really cut into that backhand corner. That could be a little bit of trouble too. It's going to drift out for a fault. There we go. Beautiful finish there.
15 love.
Down the line into the grill.
Just her second of the match. Not been a shot she's really looked to play much of. She's been looking low underneath it.
30 love.
You can just see where that's hit the wall before the penthouse. She brings it down a little bit quicker into T&RA's volley, drawing the error.
40 love.
Follows it up with a tight drag, and she's got an excellent chance to break back again to love. Yes, as after the long juice game, the players looking to get us back on schedule with some quick games to love.
It's been a good response from Georgie. The game that ended 4-3 could really have run away from her, but fighting hard to stay in this match. Long way to go for her though.
She leaves better than 2.
Could we see a 3-setter to start the day off? Not if T&RA has anything to say about it with a shot like that.
Again, it's just a few more shots into the forehand corner from Georgie that perhaps could try and go cross court and keep T&RA under a little bit more pressure.
Hazard better than 1. 30-40.
Takes the hazard there. So you've still got a game point. Can she bring us back to 4-all?
Yes, actually. Yeah.
Smoke and mirrors. Exactly, yeah. 40-30 server lead. Hazard chase better than 1 yard.
So it
Hazard.
looks like Georgie's probably going to go for the drag on the hazard and try and eliminate those galleries out of play.
On goal.
Second serve bubble on the hazard.
Game.
Looked for a second like that might just drop over.
4 games all.
Beat the hazard chase, but it falls into the net, and we are back to parity here at 4-all. Anyone's set now.
Chase 3. Double. Chase Western 4, 2 chases and some
Two quick fire
balls,
chases
please.
for T&RA. Straight back down the serving end to try and take a 5-4 lead in this second set.
And I am going to hand over commentary duties to Mr. Giles Doy, who will take you through the rest of the match with Benedict Yorston, with us already falling behind the schedule. So I've been Ben Gateswick. I will hand you over now.
Ben, of course, not in fact stepping off to go and relax or anything. He's just dropping from doing 2 things at the same time to just focusing on the directing. So throughout this morning he's been editing the entire stream whilst also talking with me. But I'm now joined indeed by Giles Doy. Morning, Giles, how are you?
Morning, Ben. I'm okay, thank you.
Lost it, Western 3. Brave lead.
That's a very
15
bold
love,
lead
Western
from Tara there on
4.
the chase 3.
That was a constantly. We've had no misjudges yet. We've had 1 chase off, but no other
30 love.
misreads from these 2 players, both very familiar on the Queen's courts.
Oh.
Well played from
15-30.
Georgie there. I think she got a couple of those backhands just back across to Tara's backhand there.
Goal.
Very effectively.
Thirty all.
And then draws the error. A slightly timid backhand there from Tara. We're back to 30 all. Big point here.
Forty, 30.
So that did just tickle the wire up in this right hand corner, so it was just drifting out of court.
Oh.
Tara puts the winner away anyway, just in case. Game point for 5-4 here. And that's very, very well played.
Game. 5 games to 4. Fifteen love.
Fortuitous there for Tara, that just catching the edge of timbre, looping off the penthouse, dropping flush. And Tara is just 3 points away from taking this match now.
30
2 points
love.
away now. Winner of this will play the winner of the second semi-final coming up this afternoon between Claire Fay and Jess Garside.
Tara shooting really well out of these corners now. It's very hard for Georgie to find a kind of short chase, but she's taken the second gallery.
Chase, 3 yards,
And
2
she does
chases.
find a good
Much
chase.
better, much better depth on that return serve.
Just a little bit more width finding that sidewall rather than Tara being able to cut it off there. So third love Tara, second gallery and chase 3 for Georgie.
I think Georgie will appreciate the chance to do a little bit of serving for a little bit. She's pinned down there during some of the crucial parts of that 9th game, apologies.
30 love
See if she
receiver.
can try and build a bit
Chase
of
the
momentum back
second
in
gallery.
her favour and maybe take this match to a 3rd set.
Oh. Face off.
And his chase
30
off. The
love,
oracle in my
chase
ear will correct me if I'm
3.
wrong, but I believe Georgie has already continued the trend of getting closer to Tara with each match. I believe this is the most games that she's won in a match-up between the two.
Won it. 40 love.
She'd love to go one better and get a set, but that is a good length from Tara, who wins the chase. 3 match points.
Yeah, that chase fell.
15,
Tara's
14.
return fell kind of 1 and 2 really. That was comfortably within 3 yards.
Fault. Chase better than 2 yards.
And she's going to change ends with 2 match points and a chase better than 2 to defend. So a tough ask here for Georgie.
What would you do in this situation, Ben? You're heading down the other end of the court, your match point down. You've got not a particularly big part of the court to aim for. What are you going to be aiming for? Straight force?
Depends a little bit on what Tara's going to serve here.
40,
I
15.
suspect with my style of play, I'm more likely to be trying to slide this down into the backhand corner
Okay.
to a length. I think the pressure can often draw a backhand error. Yeah.
You get it.
But that's a really, really excellent put away there from Tara at the end there. She comes through a tough match there. Georgie Willis playing very, very well, flying up the blocks, taking a 3 lovely in the first set. But Tara drew her back in and takes the match in straight sets once again, 6-4, 6-4. She takes her place in another Women's British Open final. And we can see the stats here, a really impressive 11 grills
That's
from Tara.
absolutely incredible. From just under 120 points served, hitting the grill over almost 10% of the time. That's a serious threat that Tara's got there when she is serving at this end of the court. And also check out that average chase length, chase 4. That is incredible precision.
Almost more impressive the fact that it's chase 4 average chase length, but also on 33% of points from the receiving end. So that's what was getting her every time straight back down the service end, keeping that pressure on Georgie, because you can see that they had very similar serves won percentages there. Georgie was actually ahead of Tara in the first set, both sitting around 60%. So the real difference was just getting down that service end, which Tara managed to do really consistently with very good chases in both corners. Georgie starting to play a few more galleries in that second set, realising she wants to get down the service end, but couldn't quite put as much pressure on Tara. So really good first semi-final there. The second ladies semi-final taking place this afternoon between Claire and Jess to see who will play Tara. But for now, I've been Bendit Yorston. I've been joined by Ben Gatenbeek and Giles Doy. Thanks so much for listening.